Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another DIY video. So in today's video we have another graduation video, a part of our graduation series this year. And we're doing some sports themed graduation fans. Like look how nice these look. These templates came out really nice. I have to add them in more colors, but yet they came out really nice. So I went ahead and made a football themed template and a basketball theme template, and we're going to be customizing those two in this video. These were super simple, super easy to customize. We're going to customize, of course, using Canva, which is very beginner friendly. So if you're new to doing graphics or used to doing any kind of editing or any kind of photo shop or anything like that, Canva is your first choice. It's so beginner friendly, it's easy to use. Now I personally love using PicMonkey, but Canva is very easy to use for my beginners. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the video. So to get my template, you're going to head over to my website, creativecraftllc.com. And you know we have our coupon code for buy two, get one free. So we're going to scroll down to the graduation fan template section. We're going to go ahead and click into that. I'm going to be doing some template giveaways in this video, so definitely stay tuned to the ending of this video to get your free template giveaway. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down and we're going to go ahead and click on the 2025 football green and white template, and then we're also going to customize the gold and black 2025 basketball template as well. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and customize both of them on camera for you guys, okay? Because that helps out my beginners a lot, because I do get people, especially my beginners, that reach out to me with emails asking me questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and customize both of them on camera, okay? So these are instant downloads. Once you purchase it, you can download these instantly. The links are sent to your email, so make sure when you're purchasing, you're putting your correct email information in, because that download link is going to go directly to your email address. But if you have any issues, definitely you can reach out to me through the website. You can text me and I'll text you back. So, okay, so this is going to be the football one as well. I want to go ahead and show you guys how this one looks. So basically you can customize it by adding, but you can't take away. So you can't change the colors. You can't take away any of the design that's already on there. You can only add to the templates. I also have a custom listing if you guys want a custom fan design. That's in the graduation fan template section as well. So we're going to head over to Canva. We're going to go ahead and click on create design. Then we're going to go ahead and click upload. And then we're going to go ahead and upload the file of our graduation fan template. Okay. Super simple, super easy to do. So once we go ahead and upload that file, it's going to pop up, and then we're going to go ahead and click on create a design or use in a new design. Okay. And we're going to customize these using flyer size paper, 8.5 by 11-inch portrait style. So we're just going to go ahead and type in flyer, and we're going to click on flyer 8.5 by 11 portrait, okay, because that's how we're going to print. We're going to print on 8.5 by 11 size sheet of paper, and that's going to make for a really big size fan. I am going to show you guys in a future video how to use it, how to print on 11 by 17-inch paper, which makes for an even bigger fan. Okay, so we're going to give this a second to upload. Then once it uploads, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add the photos of our graduate. I'm going to be using AI models on these fans. Okay, so I'm going to go into the menu. I'm going to click on upload, and I'm going to go ahead and click on upload file. I'm going to look in my pictures for the AI model that I want to use on this template. I think I'm going to put a boy on this one, and on the gold one I'll go ahead and do a girl. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and look for AI model that will look good. I have an AI model of a football player that I'm going to go ahead and add an AI model of a graduate as well. Of course, they're not the same AI models, but it doesn't matter. It's going to work for the sake of the design in this video, okay? Just giving you guys an example of how you can customize these templates with your graduate's picture. It doesn't have to be a graduation picture either. Of course, you can use just a regular picture of your graduate, but because it's graduation season, we're going to go ahead and use like cap and gown based pictures. So first thing first, I'm going to go ahead and click the picture of the football player because I want to go ahead and remove the background. So once you click the picture and it comes into the center of the template, the top menu is going to give you an option to remove the background. You're going to go ahead and click that. I think I'm going to put two images of the football player like side by side with each other, or one on each side. and I am going to put the graduation picture, the cap and gown picture, on top of those in the center. Okay, if that makes sense. I'll show you guys here in a second what I mean. So after adding that picture, I'm going to go to the top menu once again. I'm going to click on edit, and I'm just going to go ahead and add a shadow around it. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to click on that soccer ball, and I'm going to click on glow. I'm just going to add a very light glow color around it. Typically, I keep the glow color at black, or you can change it to white or whatever you feel like is going to work best. So I'll probably go ahead and change it to like a blue just to make it pop out a little more on this template, because I think I'm going to go ahead and use the font colors as blue as well. Okay, it's already enough green and white on the template, so I didn't want to use white and green font colors. I wanted to go ahead and use something different, so I chose blue. Then I'm going to go ahead and left click on the image and copy and paste it and put one right on the other side. Or I'm just going to play around with it. I ended up putting it down below, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put it right back up at the top right there, because I want his cap and gown picture to go in the center of those two football images. Okay, so I went ahead and clicked on the picture of our AI model of his cap and gown, and I cropped it a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and click on background remover and remove the background of this image as well. I do have some free AI models available for you guys on our website. I'll put the link down below. But when you go to the website, you'll go to the freebies section, and you'll find some images, some free images of graduation AI models. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and position him, center him to where I want him to be on a template. Then I'm going to go ahead and add a glow around his image as well. Okay, after doing that, we're going to go ahead and add our text. So I'm going to go ahead to the menu. I'm going to click on text. I'm going to click on add a text box. I'm just going to add, we're going to give him a name. I'm probably going to add like his uniform number. To like, I'll probably put that in the football hat image, then I'll add another something else to that image that's right above the referee as well. Okay, so here I'm just going to go ahead and put number 6, as we're called, what we'll make believe that that's his football jersey number. And then we're going to go ahead and change the color of that to like a royal blue, similar to the shadow color that we added to the football images. So I'm going to go ahead and change that color to royal blue. Then I'm going to add a black outline around that as well. So after adding the number, we're going to go back to the top menu, and we're going to click on effects. We're going to click on outline, and we're going to add a black thick outline around the number 6 to make it stand out on that football hat, that football helmet. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add something to the like I said, that star or that badge right above the referee. So I just went ahead and copy and paste the number 6, and I'm going to go ahead and change that. I'm going to go ahead and put the words all star in that. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and size it so it can fit in that badge, and then I'm going to go to the top menu, and I'm going to click on the spacing icon. Then we're going to go ahead and space those letters closer to each other, space the words all star together so that we can sandwich them right inside of that badge. Okay, and that's perfect. I love the way this is looking. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add his name. We're going to give him a name, and we're going to add it. I'm going to probably put his name right above the 2025. Okay, I'm just doing this to show you guys how you can design this, or different design styles that you can use. And then we're going to go ahead and save that and print that, and then we're going to go ahead and do the black, gold, and white one, and we're going to do that for a girl or a female basketball player. Okay, but these are super simple, super easy to customize. I took all the work out for you by making you the templates already designed. So all you have to do basically is add your graduates information, which is very, very easy to do, especially using Canva. Super easy, super beginner friendly. If I'm going too fast, which I have a tendency of doing, it's not my fault, guys. I'm from New York, and we do stuff fast. We talk fast. We do everything fast. Okay, so I'm trying to get into the habit of slowing things down, but if I am going too fast, definitely go ahead and rewind and watch when my mouse clicks so you guys can get this. But it's super simple, super easy. We're going to do the second one together as well, so you guys will definitely have a understanding of how to customize my templates. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and change his name to blue. I'm calling him Dion Taylor, and then we're going to go ahead and add that black outline around his name as well, digging it up a little bit so that it can stand out on top of that 2025. Now you can add more design, you can add less, it's up to you. I'm not going to add anything else. I think this is perfect the way that it looks right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the top menu where it says share, and I'm going to download this, and we're going to go ahead and send that to the printer. Now I'm printing this on cardstock, okay? Regular white cardstock that I got from Walmart, lightweight cardstock, came in a pack of like 50 or 100 for like $6-7. So very, very affordable. You can get cardstock also on Amazon and Office Depot, Staples. Every stationery store is going to have cardstock, okay? This is regular white cardstock. Now if you want a thicker fan, which would be good, because the thicker the paper is, the more stable the fan is going to turn out in the end once we assemble it. If you want a thicker fan, use thicker paper, or you can use a thick glossy paper. I'm going to be printing this one on regular cardstock, and I'm going to print the other one on a glossy paper, glossy folder paper, to show you guys how the difference is as far as it looks, okay? So now we're going to go back into Canva. We're going to go ahead and customize our second template. So we're going to click back into create a design, upload, and we're going to upload the image of our other template, which is the black and gold basketball template, okay? Once that pops up, we're going to go ahead and click use in a new design. We're going to go ahead and type in the word flyer, and we're going to go ahead and also open this up to a sheet of paper, 8.5 by 11-inch portrait style, okay? So just go ahead down and choose the one 8.5 by 11, and it's going to open up the same exact way that the other one opened up as well. Super simple, super easy. You can also customize these using Microsoft Word as well. I need to do a video showing you guys how to use Microsoft Word. I believe I already have videos showing you guys how to do this in PicMonkey if you prefer to use PicMonkey, which of course is my favorite editing software. Now that we went ahead and uploaded, or we have our template, we're going to go ahead and click on uploads, and we're going to go ahead and upload the images of our AI model, or whatever images that we want to put on this template, okay? So I'm going to scroll down, and like I said, on the website, I have free AI model images for graduations for you guys. So go ahead and get your free images. And then of course, we're going to do a giveaway in this video for free templates as well. So I went ahead and uploaded the image of our AI model. And I also want to put some images of like a woman basketball player as well. And one thing I love about Canva, which is Canva has so many design options as far as images, so many, like thousands of them. So I went ahead to the menu and I clicked on elements, and then I went ahead and typed in basketball player. And I'm looking for a female basketball player that kind of resembles my AI model, okay? So I picked her. She looks perfect. I'm going to go ahead and click on her, add her to the template. Then I'm going to go to the top menu and click on background remover. And I'm going to go ahead and add her to our template. I'm going to put her right at the top, similar to basically the same as how I did the other template. I'm going to size her, add her to the top, and I'm going to also put a glow around her as well. I want to do another image, but I don't want to do the same image. I want to do another image of a female basketball player as well that resembles our AI model. But let me go ahead and finish with this one, and I'll go ahead and find another image and add the other image to that as well. So I went ahead and added the glow around her, and I think I'm going to keep the glow color at black. Now, white would be a nice color too, but I think I'm going to keep it at black. So I just went ahead and clicked back into upload. So I went ahead and uploaded the image of our graduate. And I feel like I need to add another basketball player image. I just went ahead and uploaded the image of our AI model just to see how it'll look with the one image. But after looking at it, I definitely want to go ahead and add another image of a female basketball player. Hopefully I can find one exact to the one that we just added, but maybe like a different pose. So I'm going to go ahead and finish customizing my graduate. I'm going to go ahead and to edit, add a shadow around her as well. Then we're going to go ahead and look for another picture of a basketball player in the Canva software, see if I can find one that looks like the first one that we just added, and add her to the opposite side of where we added the first image, okay? But I went ahead and changed the glow color around the graduate to white. I feel like that'll make her stand out even more at the bottom of that template, okay? Went ahead and expanded it, made it a little bit larger, and sized it to where I want it to be. Then we're going to go ahead and find another image of that female basketball player. And then we're going to go ahead, of course, and add some text to our template as well. Yeah, so I'm loving the way this is looking so far, but definitely need to add another image. Okay, well, I'll definitely want to add another image, but like I said, play around with it. Adding one image is enough. You just want to add your graduate and that's it. But I'm just going to go ahead and add multiple to give you guys different design options. So I went back into elements, went back into basketball players. So I'm going to scroll down and see if they have another basketball player that looks like the one that we added before, and they do. They absolutely do. So I went ahead and clicked on that, and I'm going to go ahead and remove the background of this image as well. And this is perfect, guys. I love the way this is looking. I'm going to add her right next to the first image at the top. This is absolutely perfect. We're at a glow around her as well. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our text or our captions into our fan template. I think I'm going to call her Leslie, so I'm going to put her name Leslie like right above the 2025. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some text inside of the jersey and inside of that badge as well. That's right above the sneakers. So yeah, I love this. So if you guys have a graduate that was playing basketball in high school or whatever grade level she's in, definitely the perfect template to use. Like I said, if you don't see the color of your school colors or the color that you want in on the website, definitely go ahead and purchase the custom fan design, which is going to be in the same section, the graduation fan templates, where you can go ahead and purchase that, and then you can let me know what colors you want, and I'll go ahead and email back you that template within about 48 hours. So yeah, so now I went ahead and I added a text box, and we're going to go ahead and add the text to this fan template. The font that I'm going to be using is called League Spartan, and that's a really nice font to use. They also have a font called, I believe it's called Freshman as well, which looks like college letter fonts, if that makes sense. Yeah, so Canva has a plethora of different design options or different designs you can use to really embellish and add to your template to make it look, to make it customizable. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and add her name, and we're calling her Leslie, and I'm going to go ahead and stretch that, and I'm going to put that right above 2025. Then I'm going to go into effects in our top menu, and I'm going to go ahead and add a thick black outline around her name and the rest of the text that I'm going to put on this template as well. Super simple, super easy. Adding shadows and glows and outlines just make the images and the text stand out rather than having them blend in where you can't really see it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and add a thick black outline around her name, Leslie. They were going to go ahead and add something to that jersey and to that badge as well. I believe in the jersey, what should we put? I want to put a nice little caption into that jersey. Let me see, let me see. I think we'll put slam dunk champ. Like she's the best slam dunker on the team, or she is the slam dunker, okay? So we'll go ahead and put slam dunk champ, and we'll go ahead and keep that in white, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a black outline around that as well, and I'm just going to go ahead and size that and put that caption right into that jersey. That'll be absolutely perfect. Okay, whatever resonates with your graduate, just put something nice. It could be an award they won, or something good that they did on the team or while they played basketball. Just go ahead and put that into the jersey. You can leave it blank, of course, but I made them blank on purpose so that you guys can add things to them, as far as like quotations, as far as like, tiles or whatever you want to add in there. So I went ahead and added the black outline around the slam dunk champ, and I went ahead and added another text box, and in that text box I'm going to just go ahead and put MVP, most valuable player, but we're going to put just MVP for short, and I'm going to go ahead and put that into the badge right above the sneakers, and then we're going to go ahead, of course, and add a black outline around that as well. I don't think I'm going to add anything more. I think that we did enough designing as far as this template goes. It looks really good. I love the way it's turned out, and these printed out so nicely, y'all. I printed these on my inkjet printer, which is a HP Envy. I typically use my laser when it comes to printing on glossy paper, because with this one I use photo glossy paper. And with the inkjet, sometimes I find that depending on what kind of paper that you use, it smudges, especially on glossier paper. With this, my inkjet I knew was gonna smudge, so I went ahead and printed this one on my laser. But the first one that I used, regular cardstock, I went ahead and printed that on my inkjet. But this is how it looks once we download it. It looks really good. So we're gonna go ahead and send that off to the printer. So I'm printing this one on the laser printer, and that's HP as well. And this is printing on glossy photo paper. If you have issues with smudging on your printer, your best bet is to go ahead and use a self-service printer at either Staples or Office Depot. Office Depot is my go-to. So here is how they look after I printed them. This is the glossier paper that I printed this one on, and this was with my laser printer, and this is how nice it turned out. There was not any smudging or anything like that. It printed out perfect. It looks so beautiful, and it's so big. Like, it takes up just about the whole sheet of paper. These are some really big fans, guys. And then this one is the one that I printed on regular cardstock paper, and this has been printed on my HP inkjet. And they both, the colors on both of them are wonderful. They're amazing. They're just beautiful. And we're going to also use a laminate sheet. I'm going to put the laminate sheet on top of the glossy one. Well, I did that by accident because I meant to use a laminate sheet for this one, which is the one that we use regular cardstock for, because I wanted to show you guys how to give it a shiny look even if you don't use photo paper, if that makes sense, because you can use regular cardstock, because regular cardstock prints out really, really nice. And then you can use a self laminate sheet on top of the cardstock, not to also make it look shiny, but to give it durability, especially if you're going to an outside graduation. Now we're going to go ahead and assemble these, but let me show you guys the tools that I'm going to be using first. Of course, we have our trusty scissor. I'm going to go ahead and assemble the basketball one on camera, and I'll do the other one off camera. So this is going to be, this is our laminate sheet, and I'm going to link down below the kind that I use on Amazon. It's an assorted package. It comes with like 5 different styles of laminate, but they do have other options where you could get like one type of laminate without getting a bunch of different types, okay? But this one is just like regular clear laminate, but it has like a rainbow holographic look to it, which I absolutely love. And I went ahead and stapled the top because I don't want the laminate sheet to come off the paper, off the backing completely, okay? When you staple it, it allows it to stay on. It just makes it easier as far as putting the laminate sheet on our fan template. And then we also need to have, of course, our wooden fan handles, popsicle sticks, glue gun, our glue stick, of course, and some scotch, some regular scotch tape, okay? I'll leave the link down below for your supplies as well, or at least for the fan handles, and basically that's the only one that I need to leave. The fan handles, the paper, and the laminate sheet. So okay, so you see, because we put the staples in there, the laminate didn't come off of the backing all the way. That's what we want, because we don't want it to come off all the way until, of course, we need to put our laminate, attach it to our template. So I have one hand holding the laminate sheet up, and then I have the other hand that's patting down the laminate sheet, because this is going to help us get the air bubbles out. Whereas if we pick the laminate sheet up all the way without it being stapled, then we have to try to attach it to the template. It's not gonna work, y'all. Trust me, I tried it. It's not. It don't matter how steady your hands are, it's just not gonna work. So it makes best sense to just go ahead and staple the top of that laminate sheet, okay? And then go ahead and start adding it slowly, the same way that I did it, slowly and carefully, to your template. And I went ahead and peeled off the backing of that sheet. Now we're gonna go ahead and use our scissor. By all means, if you want to use your cut machine, guys, go ahead and use your cut machine. Now I'm not familiar with Design Space, so it'll be difficult for me to really help and guide you guys on how to use the templates in Design Space. I'm used to cutting everything out by hand. I'm sure at some point I'll go ahead and start showing videos of how to use a cut machine, but as of right now, my videos are very beginner friendly, tool friendly, so you don't have to have certain equipment or certain tools to get started on crafting when you're using my templates. All you have to have is paper, printer, but you don't even have to have a printer. You can use the copy and print at Staples, FedEx, Kinko's. There's so many different locations, the UPS store. Like, you don't have to have a printer. Of course, it makes it easier if you do, because you can do it from home without having to leave your home. But you know what? Start with whatever you have. First things first is to create your designs, then we can think about printing after, and then we go ahead and we assemble. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use my scissor. This is a regular scissor. I got this at a pack of, it came in like a pack of 6 scissors all together, and I got this from dd's, okay, because I worked for dd's. I used to always, whenever they have crafting supplies, I'll always buy it. So yeah, but this is a nice scissor. It's like acrylic and it's gold at the tip. And you can find this at DD's, Marshalls. I've seen it at Ross as well, in the crafting or the homeware section where they have the crafts and the planners and stuff. They typically have packs of scissors as well. So it came in like a pack of 5, and then it had different size scissors, and this one is the biggest scissor. Okay. So yes, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish cutting this out. The cut time is about less than about no more than 2 minutes of cut time, to be honest with you. So but if you do have your cut machine, you will have to go ahead and upload the image file to your design space. And I mean, I don't really know how to do that. Okay, I've done it once before. That was so long ago, and I didn't do it with the Cricut. I did it with a Cameo. But yeah, but I'll definitely put up some videos in the future of how to use my templates in design space or with the Cameo. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this out, and I'm going to come back and show you guys how we're going to assemble these are very easy to assemble. I'm only going to assemble one of them on camera because all you have to do is just see me put one together and you'll know how to do it. And as I'm cutting this out, you guys can see how the color of the rainbow of the holographic laminate, how it's kind of lighting up. It's a really nice laminate. I really, really love it. Now you can use a regular clear color laminate without any holographic, but I feel like the rainbow color kind of gives the template a really nice color effect. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this out, then I'm going to come back and show you guys how we're going to put together our template. So this is how our template looks now that we have went ahead and finished cutting this out. And I forgot to tell you guys, as far as your supplies, you're going to need an extra additional sheet of solid color cardstock as well. You don't have to use solid color. You can use another color if you want to. I'm just using a solid white. That's what I have on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and turn our template around to the back of it. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a few pieces of Scotch tape. I think I probably only used like 2 pieces in this video. You don't need a whole bunch. I was going to go ahead and take like 2, maybe 3 pieces of Scotch tape. We're going to roll it around in a ball so that it's going to be sticky all the way around, just like how I'm doing it here. And just go ahead and put a few pieces on the back of your template. And then we're going to go ahead and stick our template to our solid color sheet of additional cardstock that we just went ahead and pulled out, because we're just going to go ahead and make a backing to our template, because that's how we're going to be able to sandwich our fan handle and our popsicle sticks in the inside of our fan. Basically, this is how we create our fan. Now I see some crafters that would just do the front page of the front template of the fan, just go ahead and stick the wooden fan handle on it, and then that's it, that's the fan. But I feel like it looks more professional and more clean cut, and it's also more stable if you make a backing of the fan. Okay, so definitely, if you're going to make these to sell, please don't skip that part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trace around that. And that's basically with the scissor. I'm just making a backing or cutting a backing of the fan by tracing around the image or the outline of our fan handle of our template. Okay, and that's how simple and easy it is. We're just going to go ahead and cut around that template image, and that's how we're going to go ahead and create the back of this template. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this out, then I'm going to come back and we're going to go ahead and finish assembling our fan together, and then I'm going to give you guys your giveaway. Alrighty, so now that we finished cutting out the back of our fan, what we're going to do is you don't have to take out the scotch tape. You can leave it right on in there, but we're going to open up just the top part, the top, very top of that template, okay? The very, very top, okay? And we're going to go ahead and take our glue gun, and then we're going to go ahead and only glue the top part, y'all. Don't glue anything else but the top. And that's it. That'll help keep our template attached to the backing while we go ahead and work on adding our fan handle and our popsicle sticks to the inside of that fan. Okay, so you only glue around the very top tip, and that's it. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn it back around so that you guys can see. And I'm going to go ahead and first put in my wooden fan handle. We're going to put that right in the center of that template, okay, right at the bottom center. You don't want to glue in any more than about 3 inches of that fan handle into that fan. 3 inches is enough, okay? About 2 to 3 inches, but I want to say about 3 inches, maybe 3.5, but no more than about 3.5 inches of that fan handle needs to be glued inside of that actual fan, okay? Then we're going to go ahead and use our popsicle sticks. Now you want to definitely use this because this gives the fan more stability where it's not a wobbly fan once you fan it, because this is an actual fan that you can use to fan yourself, but you want it to be a nice sturdy fan that's not wobbly, that doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart. So the popsicle sticks is going to help with that, especially if you're making this to sell. And the way that I'm putting them or arranging them in the inside of the fan is the best way for you guys to arrange these to give it a more stable feel once you begin to fan them. So if you're a crafter, or if you want to get into crafting, or if you want to make these for graduation season to sell, definitely do not skip this step. So basically I put it inside of the fan like a W shape, with the first popsicle stick going to the top part of the fan, as close to the top tip as possible as we can get it, okay? Then if it's not long enough, which is not going to be if you're making a large fan, you want to go ahead and cut another popsicle stick, so that, because you really want you want each popsicle stick to be attached or to be close to that fan handle. Okay, just like how I'm doing it here. So I went ahead and cut a second popsicle stick so that the first one could be long enough where it can stretch all the way down to the tip of that fan handle. Then we're going to go ahead and put the other sticks on each side of that fan handle, and we're going to make sure that it attaches or it touches the fan handle as well. So it gives it like a W shape as far as the way that it looks inside of the fan. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue the other one down as well. I'm sorry if my camera is losing focus. It tends to do that sometimes. I don't have the best camera, but I'm still going to use it and bring you guys these videos, okay? So I went ahead and glued in the last one, and this is how it looks. I'm going to try to open it up again and show you guys. Okay, then after doing that, of course, we're going to go ahead and glue around the edges of our fan, and that's it. That's all we're going to do, and that's going to be the completion of how to assemble these fans. And you don't have to put glue all inside of the template. Gluing around just the edges of the template is enough. Okay, just the very edges is enough. You don't have to put any glue at all in the inside unless you choose to, but it really serves no purpose. I just glue around the edges and then that's it. Because as long as the fan edges are closed, that's all that matters, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing that. I'm going to glue it all the way around. And I'm going to show you guys how the finished fan looks, and I'm going to give you guys your giveaway. I love the way these turned out. Definitely, if you like the way these turned out, get your giveaway and go ahead and give these a try. I'm also going to make some track star theme templates, some soccer theme templates. I'm going to do cheerleader. I'm going to do as much different sports as I can, okay, or as many different activities as I can as far as the graduation sports themes go, okay? But you can like I said, you can definitely reach out to me on the website, or you can definitely go ahead and purchase the custom design, and you will receive your custom template within about 48 hours after you purchase. Okay, I just went ahead and delivered some today, to be honest with you, because people have been, well, my crafters have been ordering a lot of them because their customers have specific ideas of what they want. So I just went ahead and made some custom ones this morning and sent those back. So yeah, definitely give you guys that option. Now that I went ahead and finished assembling the file, finished gluing it together, this is how it's looking. Super simple, super easy. Because my camera isn't that great, you can't really tell how nice this color looks, but it looks so good, especially with that holographic laminate. It just makes the fan pops. I love how it looks with the holographic laminate on top of it, and it makes it extra stable, extra sturdy as well. So this is how the fans turned out, y'all. They look really, really good. I love the way these turned out, and they're a really, really good size. But I am going to show you guys how to use 11 by 17-inch paper to make the fans even bigger. But these fans are big. They're big because they take up the entire sheet of 8.5 by 11-inch paper. They're really, really big fans, okay? So I hope you guys love the way these turned out. And for your giveaway, it's going to be in the description box down below. I always put the giveaway link up after I premiere the video, okay? So once the video premieres, once it gets close to the ending of that video, you can go ahead and refresh and you'll find the giveaway link in the description box of the video, okay? So go ahead and click on that and go ahead and get your free template. We're going to go ahead and do a giveaway on the black and gold basketball theme one. So if you watched the entire video, thank you guys so much. I love you. I appreciate you. And God bless like always, all right?